Hey guys, and welcome to okay, I have no idea what this is at all. Basically, I wanted for the longest time a series, a place, where I could be like, dude, I really thought this was badass and awesome. And then just be like, hey, maybe go watch it. Maybe go look at it. I don't know. Maybe you think it's equally as awesome. Maybe you don't have the same taste as me. That's fine. But just a place where we kind of come together and just, oh shit, goddamn phone. Anyways, yes, I wanted a place where essentially I could just be like, this is cool, I think, maybe. I don't know, well I do, but you may hate it. But I really enjoy it, and maybe go check it out. I don't know what this is gonna be called. Hey, this might be awesome. I don't know. Maybe that's a good name. But, yes, this is a series where I'm not sure when I'll do it or how often they will exist. Maybe every Friday? Monday? Probably Friday. We'll make one. I don't know. And it could have, like, one thing that I thought was neat, that I thought was worthy of your guys' time. 2 things, 3 things, who knows? One of them, the first one, is something I just heard today, so I'm right on the precipice of this high, but it's music. It's music related. Now, personally, from my background, I enjoy almost every single type of music there is. I love it so much. I'm one of those people where whenever you see me, regrettably, I have a headphone piece in. Not only because it calms me down, but 2, because I sure like music. Yeah. Anywho, the song that I'm gonna show you guys and point you guys in the direction of is by Alec Benjamin. Which I've heard his voice a lot, because basically I'm subscribed to like, I'd say 5 channels that upload like 1 song a day, and it's like a vast variety of electronic, just something cool. Mr. Suicide Sheep's a really popular one that's one of those. Kyoto something, what, Night Blue is also one. Anyways, basically one of them uploaded this today, and I was like, oh, there's that singer that I think it has like an incredible voice. I never really bothered to like search up his name, and then I heard this one and I was like, you know what, fuck it, and I went and searched up and I just went on like a whole marathon of his music, and I love his voice is super like haunting, but yet weirdly innocent. It's weird. He has like an innocent but haunting voice, if that makes any sense. But yes, well, if I can get away with showing you guys just like a sample of his voice, then cool. If I can't, then never mind. But if I can,
when my mom walked into the living room, she said, "Boy, you gotta tell me what they did to you." I said, "You don't
good." But yes, I will link you guys to this his song that he released. I'm not sure if it was today, but I heard it today, called "The Boy in the Bubble," and he's oh man, it's not like dance music where like boom 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 boom. No, nothing like that, but it is just so good. Anyways, the other one that we actually talked about on stream, another song that we talked about on stream, I will link it as well. I don't remember the name. I think it's called "You Can Sell Your Soul," but it's a remix. And it's kind of dubsteppy at certain points, which I'm actually kind of fine with sometimes, depending on the electronic zap. Sometimes it can just be like, oh, that's noise. Oh, that's noise. Other times it's like, okay, all right, you're trembling me. I don't mind it. Anyways, but yes, those are the 2 songs in the description that I would link to you guys, and hopefully you check out. One is by Alec Benjamin, and it's called "Boy in the Bubble," and it's just, again, it's haunting, but in like a very cool way, in a very like appealing way, to me personally. And then of course the other one that I just feel like is a good beat song, has a really good hook, which is "You Can Sell Your Soul." Brutal, I know, but it has a really good hook to that song. Anyways, the next thing that I'm going to suggest to you guys that you may want to give a try and watch is not my content. It's an entirely another channel's content that I'm sure you guys know of. They're widely successful and frankly too good for YouTube a lot of the times. But there was a Funhouse video that I feel like is worth mentioning, and it's their board game. I know it's weird, but it's their board game series, but it's done in such an amazing way where you're clueless, and it's called is it called something hit? I can look it up. Basically, it's a board game where they're trying to figure out, like, you're playing for one side, and then the other side you don't want to gain power. Basically, it's just funny. It's just really funny. They all do it really well. It's deceitful. It's hard to figure out who's the baddie. and oh boy, the ending is great. I will say, with that video especially, the Funhouse board game video, it does start off a little slow because you're trying to wrap your head around what the rules of everything are. And how everything starts to get done, but as soon as you make your way to a certain point, and you start to like try to deduct who it is, that's when it starts to get fun. So be warned, it's kind of a slow burn at the start. But yes, it's called Secret Hitler, because the whole premise, give or take, like 3 or 4 people are associated with trying to like pass fascist government stuff, and everyone else is trying to stop you, but no one knows who anyone is, so you're trying to like be deceitful and say that you're not the bad guy even though you are. I thought it was funny, and especially with those guys, it's like anything that I think they're wonderful. So whenever there's something that exceeds even my expectations, it's good, because it's not just funny, it was real funny. Anyways, go check that out if you so desire. The second thing is actually moving on from like attainable things and a little bit more hard to experience entertainment if you don't want to break the law. Anyways, the first thing is quite simple. There are 2 animes, I know, that I want to suggest onto you guys if you like that sort of thing. It's the ones that I've been watching currently. The first one is something that's actually very attainable. If you have Netflix, it's on there. And it's an anime that I feel like is widely under watched and underknown about, because its premise is so batshit, but it executes it so painfully well. And that series is called The Devil Works at a Part-Time Job, or is a part-timer. The name is essentially what it is. There's a demon death lord who ends up going to our world. There's no magic, so he's kind of just an average Joe with slight magic, and then his rival goes with him, but they're both kind of fucked because they don't have any magic, and weirdly it's just a fun ride. It's not like emotionally ripping you apart. It's not like a comedy to the 10th fold. It's like beautiful animation, and just everything is done so well. I would highly suggest this series. Be warned, halfway through the first episode is when they finally switch and they're no longer subtitles, and it's like a normal anime, but of course they're from a different realm, so they're talking all gibberish, but eventually, within like halfway through the first episode, they talk normal. So just give it a minute. And it's only them, so it's not like the people in our world aren't talking normal. Anyways, but yes, also watch the dub. The dub in that one specifically is quite fantastic. Yes. Now the next one, piece of glorious entertainment that I've watched, because I've rewatched my Devil Works a Part-Time Job like 10 times. Not really, twice, like 3 times, something like that. But this other one that I'm gonna mention, I actually heard so many things about, and I never really was sure if it was my cup of tea. It is just fucking good as an anime structural thing, period. It hits so many boxes of just talent. Like whoever worked on it, like you know how there's premises that are maybe finicky, but give and take. If you have the right people working on that, they're all amazingly skilled. They can make pretty much anything work. And damn, is this anime do that? It's an anime that I'm pretty sure everyone's seen but me, but it's called No Game, No Life. I know. And yeah, I would ask, if you're gonna watch that one especially, try to make it through the first 2 episodes and before you like judge, or before you decide to stop. Because that one especially, it takes like, I think the second episode is when you're like, oh shit, okay. I think specifically the 3rd episode is when things do pivot on a dime. And you're like, oh shit, okay, the main character is actually kind of cool in a weird way. Because essentially the plot line for that one is that there's these 2 individuals, brother and sister, who are extremely good at video games to like the superhuman intelligent level. And they're bored with their world, essentially. So another being, it's all anime by the way, if anyone's just watching this subconsciously, anime, different dimensions, rules don't matter here. Moving on. So yes, superhuman people trapped in our world, basically a god from another world that is a game god, basically. He's actually, I'm pretty sure he exists in other like myths and legend as like the god of games, basically. Anyways, he sees them, he sees how talented they are, and he wants, well, it's kind of weird, his motivations, you'll find that out later on, but he brings them to that world, and they just crush it. And it's very much like a lot of animes and etc., and even just TV shows in general, I feel like they always have a struggle with showing the effect on the world of the characters. It's always like, okay, well, it's like a microscopic lens on this one area. Nothing really feels like it matters typically. Like in shows like My Hero Academia and stuff like that. Well, that's a bad example because that show's fantastic. In shows where there's like a superhero powered person, it's like, okay, well, why are we not seeing the world in more disarray? Because this person can like annihilate all these people. Why wouldn't someone just branch off and just be a villain and do all this horrible shit with their insane power? My Hero Academia is a bad example because yes, they have the whole heroes and villains thing, so they balance each other out. But point being still is that a lot of shows don't really give you that effect on the world, whereas this show, it does it so masterfully. The only time I've ever seen it really affected in this way, an anime like this who does it that well, is Code Geass. Code Geass does a really good job about like showing you that these characters, their actions affect everything more or less. So they're not just like nothing. You know what I mean? I've watched a lot of animes where it's just like, why am I watching you? You seem like nothing in the grand scheme of things. Anyways, but yes, that is the video, guys. Those are the pieces of content that I would deem worthy of you. 2 songs, 1 YouTube video, and 2 animations. Anime TV series, if you haven't checked out The Devil Works a Part-Time Job, it's on Netflix, and No Game, No Life, it's on other ways to attain that one. But, ba-bam! Go watch them if you so desire. Thank you guys so much for your time. Let me know what the name for the series should be, and or what you guys want me to check out. Any music, anything like that. I would love that. That's what what I want this series to be, is some place where you guys can throw your 2 cents in there. I give you something, hopefully you give me something, and yeah. Thank you so much for your time, and goodbye.